What's going on, guys? This is Luraynz back in the building. I hope everybody's having a blessed day today. Today I wanted to talk about people who judge people. I actually came across this topic because I work as a guardian for a school. I'm an officer, and basically if there's an active assailant, somebody with a gun in the school, I have to go after that person and bring them down. That's it. We don't arrest people or anything. So that's my job. But as an officer, we also deal with like students and things like that. And I had this thing that doesn't want to like leave my mind about, people who judge people, because I had to deal with a student who was like 11, 12 years old. His situation was that he was depressed, he was sad because he said that people were too judgy. So what he said was that he hated himself and that he wanted to die, basically. That's something that impacted me in a big way, because people as parents don't realize what their kids are going through. And his issue was that he was having a hard time learning. And, I had to talk to him, I put everything in a perspective where he could like open his mind up and not think that way. Which was that I told him that, people are always gonna judge, good or bad, and that we're all different, that we all learn in at a different pace, and that it doesn't matter what anybody thinks or says about him, that he has to, take action, that if he wants something, he has to go after it. Like if he's bad at math, like he mentioned, or bad at computer class, what he needs to do is ask his mom or his dad or his parents to give him a tutor. There's a solution for everything. That he didn't need to hate himself, and that mentioning that he wanted to die wasn't the solution. And I wanted him to realize that nobody's perfect. I had to like compare situations. Like I told him, you might be good at something else, and those kids that are judging you might not be good at that. Not everybody's perfect, and not everybody's gonna learn the way everybody else learns, and not everybody likes what everybody likes. Like for example, I don't like reading, but I could do math. I like fitness, but I don't like running, for example. Like I like lifting weights, I prefer that. And, I wanted people to know that I guess that's a bad habit that people have, to judge people without knowing the consequences to their words. Your mouth is something that can either bless people or it can like create damage. You don't have to physically put your hands on somebody to create damage. Just by you opening your mouth and not thinking, that can cause a problem. That's something to take into consideration. I understand that kids will always be kids, but at the end of the day, it's not right. Parents need to know these things, that their kids are depressed, that their kids are thinking about suicide, that they're thinking about death. And nowadays is that there's a lot of things that you can look up on Google that has to do with that situation. Like I've seen kids write on the internet, how do I commit suicide? Or how do I do this? Or how do I do that? And we don't know these things, but luckily the school has like a little, how do you call it? Like an app where you put like words like suicide, kill, die, and things like that, and it'll alert the school that the student is looking for those things on their computer. And that's how we catch the kids. We know who it is that's watching those things. And fortunately, the charter schools that I've worked at, especially specifically mine's, has cameras, so we know who's the person that did it. I don't know about public schools, but when I was going to public schools, we didn't have cameras. But that's the thing about charter school. That's a great thing, to have cameras, because you never know. So I really hope that people understand that it's not good to judge. At the end of the day, it's never good. Because you're gonna hurt a lot of people, and you could be playing around, or the thing is that you shouldn't be playing around. If you don't know that person, you don't know if he's emotional, if you don't know if he took that to heart, you don't know if that person, for all you could tell somebody a joke, and that same student or that same person can get a gun and come to that school, and because you said a joke, he can kill you and a lot of other people. And we don't think about those things because we think that everything is funny. But it's funny till the day that something happens. So stop judging people. You know, stop. It don't matter if the person is gay. It don't matter if the person is transsexual. It don't even matter. Let people do what they gotta do. You know, if you got your beliefs, you know, don't force it on people. You tell people, you know, God loves you, and that's it. You know, and people, if they want to change, they're gonna change. You can't force nobody. You know, you can't force the word on nobody. People take religion like to another level, you know, but people, it's not about forcing it on people. It's just showing people that you change within and that you're a different person because of this. At the end of the day, we're all sinners. Like, you know, I had a conversation with a friend of mine a long time ago. He asked me, because, you know, he's gay, and he asked me, he was like, oh, you think I'm gonna go to hell for being gay? And I told him, I don't even know if I'm gonna go to hell, because, you know, I had a bad habit of drinking, for example. In the Bible, it says you're not supposed to get drunk. So I told him, I was like, just because you're gay doesn't mean that you're going to hell automatically and I'm saved. I was like, we're all sinners, and each sin equals to the same thing. It don't matter what it is. You know, even like if you was to kill somebody, it equals to like a sin, you know, that may look simple to you. And, you know, this is my belief. Like I said, I don't want to get too biblical, but I want people to understand that, you know, there's no reason to judge people when we're all sinners at the end of the day. And I hope you guys take this message as a blessing. And, you know, don't take it as, oh, this guy is always talking about those things about church and stuff like that. But this is what I believe in at the end of the day. This is my faith. You know, I believe in God. You know, I have gay friends. I have all types of friends, and I don't judge nobody. You know, I tell people, if they ask me, I tell them what I believe in, and I wish them the best at the end of the day, because, you know, change is possible. Like I said, I used to be an alcoholic, and people probably, you know, thought the same thing too, because I would post it on Snapchat, I would post it on Instagram thinking that I was cool, you know, like showing off, like basically not showing off, looking stupid, first of all. And, you know, at the end of the day, this is not it. You know, drinking ain't the life. It's not, you know, and I stopped doing it, and I stopped hanging around my friends so they can stop doing it too. You know, if they still doing it, you know, God bless them. I don't think I'm better than them neither, you know, but I stopped because my friends, like I said, have their family. And I was like, you know, who am I to continue this and destroy their family? You know, now if they do it on their personal time, that's on them. But I didn't want to feel guilty, you know, because, you know, I have friends that have kids. And, you know, I grew up seeing my dad drinking and throwing up in the toilet. I grew up seeing all those things. And, you know, I even though I never told my friends, you know, I didn't want the same for their kids, you know, to see their dad always drinking and hanging out, you know, and living that life. But I guess that's what real friends do. You know, they care about their friends, you know, and their family, and, you know, the friendship in general. I never told my friends those things, but that's why I parted myself from them. Not because I thought I was better than them, or because, you know, I couldn't be around them, but, you know, I just wanted the best for them. And they might see this video and realize, like, damn, you know, this dude separated himself from us, and we was thinking something else, and the whole time it was this. Wow. And, you know, I don't care what people think. I don't care what people say. But it takes a strong person to get to that level to not care. But we're like I said, we're all built different. You know, I'm 30-something. I'm 32 years old. It took me a while to not care. I used to care what people thought about me at the end of the day. And when you're young, we all care about what people think. You know, we want to be cool. You know, we want to be part of that set. We want to be part of those people. We want to be part of something. But I realized that as the days go by, I don't want to be part of nobody. I want to be part of myself. I want to figure myself out. You know, I want to do what I love. And for me, it's fitness, obviously. You know, I got to the point where I started building my own clothing brand. You know, shout out to me for the new fanny pack. The New Wave Aesthetics fanny pack should be online soon. Got the new hat. I showed it on the last video. And yeah, you know, let's not judge people. You know, this is a new year. Next year is what? 2023. Let's be different. Let's show people that, you know, it's all about showing love, not about judging people, because Judging people, all it's gonna do is it's gonna hurt people, and you won't advance in life because, like I said, one word can either make you or break you. Basically, it can make you a good person or it can break you. But by, like, let's say you was to judge somebody and that person did something to themselves or to you or to another person, you're gonna feel bad for that situation, because if you wouldn't have opened your mouth, that wouldn't have happened. So take this for what it is, guys. You know, like I said, love yourself, love others, treat everybody the same, equally. It don't matter if the person is homeless, it don't matter if the person is gay, it don't matter if the person is a drunk, it don't matter if the person is a drug dealer. You know, treat everybody with love. Like I said, I hope everybody has a blessed day. I hope you enjoy every video. Please share, like, and subscribe, and join me in the next video. Peace.
Aesthetics.